My goodness, what a home run derby. Balls were going out of out of course field like rocket ships, man. All in all, Pete Alonso wound up beating Trey Mancini in the final. I think by 23 to 22. But these guys were averaging 20 plus, and even Alonso had 30 plus in a round. And for some, I don't know if you noticed it, but I mean, the pitchers were just throwing the ball like every 3 seconds. So the batter hardly had a time to reset before he had to go again. He had to go again. He had to go. It was unbelievable. There was a great show of stamina by the athletes. Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto had an epic back and forth in their duel. Soto wound up outpointing Ohtani to get past the next round. But all in all, it was an incredible home run derby all across the board. Great performances by everybody. Some massive home runs, 500-plus foot bombs, and the left and right. And it was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. And I'm actually glad it was in Coors Field because those balls were taking off like rocket ships, man. So it was pretty neat. But congratulations to Pete Alonso of the New York Mets for his second home run derby. It's actually second consecutive because 2020 was no All-Star game, no derby. So he won the derby in 2019, outpointing Vlad Guerrero Jr. So it's his second consecutive. And all in all, what are you going to say? It was a great way to transition into tomorrow. And Shohei Ohtani actually is going to be starting pitcher against Max Scherzer. He's also leading off the game, and then he has the ability to, once he gets out of the game pitching, to stay in the game as a DH should the manager let him do that. So, but looking forward to the All-Star game tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. But the other thing I want to talk about was day 2 of the Yankees draft. I think they played it pretty smart today. They actually loaded up on, so they had 9 picks, 6 of which were pitchers, and 3 of which were position players. 3 infield position players, 5 college pitchers, and 1 high school pitcher. And I think they loaded up on experience for one reason, so that a lot of these guys can move through the system quicker. Because, as we know, they've had a tendency to get way too many high school arms early on in the early rounds, and never really panned out. So, and it's unfortunate. And I think they need more guys to kind of filter through the system and keep progressing into the next levels of the minor leagues, so that they actually have a chance to get to the majors before they're 28 years old. So, and the fact is they just need more pitching depth. They got quite a few lefty guys today, and most of the guys that they drafted in college were junior or senior year guys. So, pretty experienced. They're not that far. I mean, they'll probably start at A or double A and kind of work their way through relatively quickly. Some of them would. And they got some power bats. And so all in all, it was a solid day. They loaded up on experienced guys. I think every single one of their bats was a college player. Every pick today was a college guy, with the exception of the one lefty high school pitcher who's got really good stuff. He's also committed to LSU, so the Yankees are going to have to pay him over slot. He was their 3rd round pick, and they're going to have to pay him over slot to convince him to not go to college and sign with the Yankees. So we'll see if they do that. But a lot of the pitchers today too were polished, have multiple pitches in their repertoire, and have a better chance at kind of moving through the system than some of these other ridiculous power arms who had a tendency sometimes to go on like big arm potential, but these guys get hurt. And Andrew Brackman, constant Tommy John guys all the time. Clark Schmidt, like I think they're learning some lessons here and getting some guys. You got a couple lefties too, so they need more lefty starting pitchers in their system to potentially move up. So. All in all, it was a solid day for the Yankees, I think, and I think they got a couple of potential gems in here. So, and they had a good first pick yesterday with Trey Sweeney, so a multi-positional player, another college player. So, all so far pretty good. Tomorrow's rounds 11 through 20. There's only 20 rounds in this draft, so it's not 40. So, I'll give you the recap tomorrow as well. But that's it for today. Home run derby, epic. Congratulations to Pete Alonso of the New York Mets for repeating. And congratulations to Trey Mancini. I mean, it's just an inspiring, coming back from cancer and almost winning the home run derby, and just what an inspiring performance tonight. It really was. And it was good to see him get a lot of love and hit as many home runs as he did. And these guys hit, I don't know, 100 maybe or something. Both of them. Every round they were up there in the 20s. It was, I think the worst round for somebody might have been like 17. And that might have been Salvador Perez, maybe, or Perez from the Royals, catcher, I think. So it was pretty loaded at the top. And Trevor Story made it about halfway. Unfortunately, didn't get, the hometown guy didn't make it to the final. But nevertheless, it was a really good home run derby tonight. Take a look at it if you haven't seen it. And I'm getting ready to watch a good All-Star game tomorrow. But I have a video coming out tomorrow morning. You won't want to miss it, so be on the lookout for that. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.